Why is bacon called bacon and cookies called cookies when you cook bacon and bake cookies? If your shirt aren't tucked into your pants, are your pants tucked into your shirt? A fire truck is actually a water truck. When my parents call me and ask me to do something, I shout at them so that they can hear me from the other room. But somehow they don't hear me, so I have to get up and go up to them and ask them what they want from me. Even though I was shouting from the other room that they can hear me, so that they can hear me. But when I am in my room whispering on the phone, somehow my parents can hear me, even though I'm on the other side of the house. Like, how does that work? Embarrassing things we've done as kids. Have you ever called your teacher by mistake mom or dad? Jimmy, can you explain to me why you are late? Oh, there was heavy traffic and... Is that my fault? Did I blame you? Once, when I was 7, I remember waking up and in the middle of the night, hearing something under my bed. I looked down, but nothing was there. Then, strangely, I forgot about it in the morning. I don't know why I woke up in the middle of the night and why I heard noises under the bed, but all I remember was that I heard whispering from under the bed. Ever since that night, I could not sleep the same way again. And then once, another night, I heard the same whispering coming from in my closet. I opened the closet to see something small note on there. And on the note it said, "Don't try to look for me again." Me, terrified, went to my parents crying. They told me that it was normal and nothing would happen. It's just a silly joke. Maybe your friend played on you. And then my parents started hearing the same noises again from a different area of the house. So they called the police to investigate, and what they found was truly shocking. There was a hidden basement underneath the house, and in there were lifeless dead bodies. It all made sense now. People were trying to call for help, but I still don't understand where the noises were coming from under my bed and under my closet. I wonder if the person who has been killing people for ages now is out to get me. When I was just a baby, I heard some noises I heard some noises outside. It turns out it was a fire truck. But I didn't know that. I covered my ears and hid my face in the blanket. Then I heard some footsteps coming from the hallway. I thought it was my parents coming to check on me, but it wasn't. When I lifted my head, I saw this strange, shadowy figure standing above me. I got really frightened. I didn't know what to do. After that, I don't remember seeing it again. But when I turned 7, I heard it. I remember it. It was the same footsteps coming down the hallway. And, well, I don't know how to describe it. It was terrifying to hear the same footsteps again. I don't know what it was, but I passed out, and it didn't occur to me that the person was not there. In the morning, there was a small doll beside my table, my bedside table, and after that, I wasn't the same again. It was a stormy night when I first heard the voices. These voices was not anything I had heard before. They were like little elves laughing, or little children laughing sinisterly outside my window. I lived in a small village. There were not many children in there, and the only children were Beth and Lila. They were my friends, and of course they would do nothing to scare me. But one night I heard laughing outside my window, as if a dozen of children were laughing, not just Beth and Franny. I looked out the window, and for once I looked outside the window, building up courage. And what I saw was shocking. At the window, I saw a man. He was just staring coldly at me. And then I woke up in the morning. I don't know how I got back to bed and where I was supposed to do now. I figured it was just a bad dream, but it felt all so real. Don't know what to expect from now. But when I checked outside my window, I saw a child's shoe right outside there, and a cold shiver went down my spine. I heard tapping at my window. I built some courage to get out of bed. It was a stormy night when I heard the tapping. It was no ordinary tapping I had ever heard. The tapping was coming from my window. It was nighttime, and I built up the courage to open my window to see what was the cause of the tapping. What I saw was something that I had never saw before. It was a man, a man that I heard from myth and legend. It was bald and had such a pale skin with beady blue eyes, and it just stared back at me. I heard about it. All it was looking for was a new friend that it could kidnap and take home. I was terrified. I went back to my bed. I was home alone and didn't know what I could do. I went back to bed, closed my eyes, and passed out. The next morning, I felt like it was a dream. I was all dizzy and tired, and it was all, I thought I was just hallucinating. I went outside to check on the window that I heard or suspected that there was tapping on, and where I saw the man. And what I saw sent shivers down my spine. There were scratch marks by my window.